people? United essentially back with another video, more content, guys. This is a transfer news #1. Obviously, I've not done this before on my channel, so this is new content. I'm going to be bringing this every so often, and I'll try and bring you some different kind of content. But today's going to be transfer news, and obviously, as you know, it's trying to transfer window. United still haven't signed anyone. We are in the market for players. That's what's on the papers. What Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says, no value in the market and all that nonsense. I don't believe in that, because there is value in the market. It's whether you can go and get it. That's the problem. Can United and the structure of the board, can they really find, you know, players that are under the radar, that they can get for a bargain? It's up to United really. So we're going to look at the transfer news, and obviously the first one everyone wants to know, Bruno Fernandes. Is he coming to Manchester United? Well, there's been developments over the past week. People saying, oh, was he in that car? Who was in that car? You know what I mean? There's all this, you know, rumours and everything. Who was in that car? But we can reveal that no one was in that car. I don't believe in that nonsense. But that's all the transfer speculation. I don't know if it was the Glazers who, you know, had actors that day and they were trying to find actors. Who knows, eh? But that's the rumours today. Bruno Fernandes' latest developments today, and it's quite intriguing. There's been here and there been reports that Bruno Fernandes, 25, and looking at his stats right now, unbelievable stats, highly rated player. One player that we do need, and he's had unbelievable 33 matches last year, 20 goals for a midfielder. That's absolutely brilliant. 13 assists in all competitions when he's been playing last season, and 15 in the first 15 matches he's played this season, he's already got 8 goals and 7 assists, which I think is unbelievable for a midfielder and a centre midfielder. But yeah, that's been the that is for his stats this season, and I just feel like, you know, we need him. We absolutely need him. And today's latest development is that Marcos Rojo is going to be in the deal. So that is according to a newspaper, O Jogo Felipe Diaz, and he's reporting that the deal is basically negotiated, and that United are just, Portugal or Sporting Lisbon are just waiting for United to bring that new offer. They're not going to be waiting around, and they're not going to be, you know, messing around. They're waiting for United to bring the offer, but it's up to United whether they can, you know, somehow conjure up a fee. You know what I mean? Solskjaer did say, we go back to speculation, we can watch all the games and be somewhere relevant. That's another player that's in a different club, and I can't speak about that. Well, listen, mate, you got to speak about him, because he is a player that's everyone's lips right now. He is a player that we need, a creative midfielder to find the pockets, to find the space, to free up, you know, other centre midfielders, to give the license to Martial and Rashford. You know what? You go and find a run, I will find you, and I will find you. You know what I mean? Give the assists here and there. We've been lacking a creative midfielder for many years. You know what I mean? I can't remember the last midfielder, proper playmaker we had, really. You know what I mean? We've always had Rick Rooney somewhere there. We've always had, you know, Michael Carrick as an all-round midfielder. So we desperately need a midfielder, and it's just all about whether United can get him, really. You know what I mean? The latest today, though, intriguing news. The man himself, Fabrizio Romano, the super agent, what you call it. You know what I mean? He's been giving all this, you know, kind of hints and there, but today he probably gave the biggest hint today, and this was a tweet, and I'll show everything on the screen as I show it along. United put a tweet out saying, you know, what's happening this week, and what did Fabrizio Romano put? He put a sly little dig in there. He put a wink sign. You know what I mean, saying that, you know, something is on the horizon, shall we call it. And obviously you play it as it is, and you think how you want to put that, but for me it looks like something's happening here. Something's really happening, and United are about to finalise finally Bruno Fernandes, or there's going to be some kind of improvements going on here. And if we can get Bruno Fernandes, and Fabrizio Romano says that United, all they need to do is put the bid in, and Portugal and Sporting Lisbon will accept the deal. If United don't take this deal, and Tottenham, who today finalised the loan deal of Gedson Fernandes, so does that mean United have the upper hand on Bruno Fernandes? Who knows? But we absolutely need Bruno Fernandes. He is a must this season. We need him in January transfer, because we've got a lot of games coming up, and we need to really, you know what I mean, we need an injection of energy, we need an injection of just style, and a kind of, you know, and overall class. We need that at the minute because we are lacking very, very much. Today, you've heard reports of, you know, Jesse Lingard moving. There's got offers from other clubs here and there. So it's whether we can, you know, a deal in there. Yeah, moving on to another deal that could be happening, and that is Van der Beek. United are still linked with him. Van der Beek, 22 years of age, plays at Ajax, highly rated this season. I think, you know, it's been on the target for many clubs in the January transfer window this season. So United are still linked with him. They've been watching it for some time apparently, but the Ajax star has ruled out leaving Dortmund this January transfer window, and he said he might stay in Ajax next season. I thought that could be another option for United should they choose it. Another creative midfielder, another someone that's been, you know, very instrumental to Ajax's plans this season. You know what I mean, what they've done and how they, you know, got to the semi-finals last season. So I feel like he could have been an option there. But I just look at it and I think, is it a step too low for him? You know what I mean? He's come from a you know, prestigious Champions League club. You know what I mean? They're fighting for challenge for leagues. Could he be thinking, oh, I could get a club elsewhere, you know what I mean, Real Madrid, wait for Real Madrid on the horizon, a better deal, you know what I mean, more options to win, challenging for trophies. So yeah, I think it's one of them where, you know, you look at the player and you look at his ambitions for the club and he thinks, nah, I think, you know, maybe a director of football, maybe Van der Sar if he was here, and a better structure to a football club, would we have got Bruno Fernandes? That's the question for me. But you know, that's one that's, I think, ruled out just for a minute. Another player who's been linked with Old Trafford move, and that's Christian Eriksen. I think that was going to happen before Bruno Fernandes was on the cards, and I thought, you know, who's available this January transfer window that we could possibly get, and that was like Jack Grealish and Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen, for me, established player in the Premier League, 27 right now. Is he in the peak of his powers? People say he's lost the yard of pace, he's lost his edge, and he's lost his kind of, you know, it's his best years ahead, you know, behind him, and I just almost think that I disagree with that. I feel like he's got enough quality in there, and I think he's got enough quality to help United in the Premier League. He knows the Premier League is established, you know what I mean, proven in the Premier League how many years under Pochettino, assists every year, you know what I mean, gets goals in midfield, you know what I mean, kind of almost a mixture of a box-to-box midfielder and also a creative midfielder. You know what I mean, can play in the number 6 role, can play number 8, number 10, can play on the left, flanks, you know what I mean, right or left. So I feel like it's an option where United should pounce upon, but it's whether United can do that really. That's another question. And apparently reports are linked with a 20 million offer for the Tottenham midfielder who's out of contract at the end of the season, but no bid has yet to be made. Again, that just shows that the incompetence on the board. A 20 million player right there for you, Premier League proven, but you're going to go try and find Bruno Fernandes who costs more. Yes, he might be better stats wise this season, last season, but it just, you know, it begs the question where United's kind of ambition lies, and where they kind of like think, you know, I mean, they never look for the easy option, they always look for the harder option, when, you know, you're never guaranteed to get that. So I just feel like that is a sign where United, I think, are going to miss out. I think he will eventually go to Inter Milan. Another player been linked with us for quite some time really in the summer transfer window, but apparently the reports been saying Man United is still interested in Borussia Dortmund's forward Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, as you already know, 19 years of age, breakthrough at Dortmund, been brilliant this season, brilliant last season, you know what I mean, still getting the assist in here and there, you know what I mean, he's going to become a top player, and he left City to go get better opportunities at Dortmund, and he's took them full well, you know what I mean. But Borussia Dortmund are to be revealed that they are determined to keep Jadon Sancho away from other clubs. Apparently Chelsea are after him, Man City apparently want him back, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Barcelona have all made initial inquiries. So apparently the reports are Borussia Dortmund are willing to keep him till at least this summer. That's what's been reported. Whether United can do that and United can go from this January transfer window, I would assume that there would be a bit of a stretch. No Champions League football, you know what I mean. Not really challenging for the league. You know what I mean. He's got better options in Germany. Let's put that clearly. You know what I mean. So I think that's going to be one too far for United. Another player that United are really interested in, that is Raul Jimenez of Wolverhampton Wanderers. A striker position which I think United should be looking at really. A striker is someone we need right now. I think United are lacking options up front. Yes, they've got Mason Greenwood and Martial, but you can easily see when Martial's injured, you know, it's a lot of hopes to put into Mason Greenwood, 18 years of age, to put all your hopes and pins on an 18-year-old. I think it's a bit harsh really. So United are interested in Raul Jimenez. I just look at the stats right here. 38 games last season, he got 13 goals, 7 assists. Not bad for a breakthrough Premier League season. And this season already, he's got 8 goals in 22 games and he's got 6 assists, which I think is absolutely brilliant for a striker so far this season. 28 years old, in the peak of his powers at the minute. You know what I mean? Can only get better. You know what I mean? Can get better in terms of his peak potential right now. So yeah, I think United should go in for him and put a cheeky bid in. I don't know why we don't do that, but I just feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has a plan to stick with these forwards. You know, he sold Lukaku for a reason, and he sold them so he can give the likes of Martial and Rashford a game time, consistency. You know, I mean, everything that that we've let in their last season. So I just feel like it could be a step too far, and I think Wolves won't want to lose him with the fact that they've got Europa League football, the fact they've got, they're still fighting, I think, top 8, top 6 even, you know what I mean? I think they're still in and amongst that. So, yeah, I think they'll keep him. But yeah, that's another player that's been linked with United. Another player that's been linked with United, which I really don't know much about, is highly talented Reading striker Danny Loader. The 20-year-old is out of contract this summer and talks of a new deal have stalled. If I was just to get up his stats, I don't know much about him, to be honest. Is someone who plays for Reading. I think Reading have not been that great this season. So I don't know whether that's come from, but United are after him, and the stats here show me, if I can get it up. Sorry guys. Yeah, the stats are not great. 1 goal last season. You know what I mean? Has hardly got any goals for Reading, but he's a highly talented striker. He must have got a lot of goals for Reading on the youth level. So please fill me in if you know more than Danny Loader. But United are interested in 19-year-old Danny Loader. For me, it don't make sense because we've got Mason Greenwood, we've got other strikers are in there that have potential at the minute. So I wouldn't assume United would be after him. But that's been your transfer news today, guys. That's been the first one for you. But apparently the news is Bruno Fernandes is about to sign this week for Manchester United on a 6 million a year contract. On a 6-year contract, sorry, 6 million a year, bloody hell. But a 6-year contract. Everything's finalised. Apparently United are just about to agree terms with Bruno Fernandes. Everything's been set. It's just all going to be confirmed this week. So that's been your transfer news, guys. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to United Central if you do. Share what you want to share. You know what I mean? Comment down below. Do you think it's possible? And I'll see you for the Wednesday review of the Man United play against Wolves. We've got to win that game. Absolutely crucial. We've got to win that game. Let's get through to the FA Cup 4th round and let's keep going. But yeah, guys, I'll see you for Wednesday for the match review. And yeah, guys, take care. Like the video. Subscribe to the Central. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.